Hi guys, so last night me and my partner decided to get drunk because we went to a barbecue, and we don't normally get drunk, okay? We left drink behind many years ago because we had this idea that it was kind of like a very low vibrational substance, which it is, okay? But what I want to talk about is some of the benefits to drink, because like I've said in previous videos, guys, everything's got a good and a bad to it. And what I realised was that, like, in the past I've made videos, okay, kind of slating alcohol a little bit, saying it's this really low vibrational substance. But in reality, it has its points, it has its place in time and space for a reason. It has its good points, it has its bad points. Some of the good points is it can take away your thoughts, it can give you confidence, it can help you through a really bad situation sometimes. And this is what it did with me last night, okay? Because last night I was quite drunk, and then today I've got a little bit of a hangover. I don't usually get hangovers very badly, but you feel kind of a little bit weak. But what I did realise was it's grounded us, because my mental health was going a bit too far. See, and this is one of the good things about alcohol. It can ground you when you're going too far, because there's a fine line between going too far mentally and becoming very mentally unstable or even insane, and being a genius, if you know what I mean, guys. Because some of us with ADHD and these other mental health conditions, and even if you're on a very advanced awakening journey, sometimes you can go too far, like literally too far. I've done this many times. You can go too far and you start getting all these complex thoughts in your head, and even you don't understand them. You're like seeing things that even you don't understand yet, and you feel like you're starting to go insane and very mentally fragile. And it's times like this when you have to devolve yourself. Now, I've devolved myself a few times. I did this a few years ago. I was going way too far. I was waking up in the middle of the night getting all these complex visions of how everything's working, and I was thinking to myself, this is too much, I cannot take this. So I had to devolve myself by going watching old movies, watching TV again, things like that. Even watching the news can bring you back down to a lower level, because sometimes you have to devolve yourself, see, in order to stay sane. So it does have a reason, guys. But what I found this morning is, like, after being drunk last night and it's really lowered my vibration, I feel a lot more grounded, okay? My mental health was going a bit crazy with anxiety, with thoughts about the future. And this is what happens when we have like ADHD and all these other mental health so-called conditions, but really it's just levels of the awakening. Not everybody can deal with these things, that's why not everybody has them. But us and you that listen to this video will vibrate to this frequency, you see, because everything I say, the vibration goes out, and anybody struggling with that vibration who tunes into this, it'll make you feel less alone. This is why I do these videos, you see. But we with these mental health kind of dynamics, we go too far sometimes, and our emotions and our thoughts can go way too extreme, and we feel very fragile, and we feel like we're close to tipping point. And this happens every so often, guys. And although I've slated alcohol in the past, I think alcohol is one of the ways in which you can bring yourself back down for a while, okay, and just ground yourself. And it's really good for that. So yes, I was wrong in a few other videos that I've made when I was slating alcohol a little bit, but this is the thing, guys, this is part of the awakening process. If I'm wrong about something, which will happen sometimes, okay, because the awakening journey never ends. Once you reach one point of awakening and you think you realize everything going on in that paradigm, you then reach a new paradigm, and then the old paradigm is it's not necessarily wrong because everything is right for anybody on that paradigm. You see what I mean? Everything is right because everything is right and wrong at the same time. So it's right for whoever's on that paradigm, but once you get to a new paradigm, you realize that old paradigm isn't the reality anymore. Not necessarily it's wrong, it's just not that reality anymore, and there's a new reality revealed itself to you. So some of these old realities I was slating alcohol, which I've learned a lesson from as well, but any paradigm I'm on, when I try and tell this to you guys, I'll be very honest, okay? If I learn a new paradigm, I'll be very honest about being wrong about the previous paradigm, you see, because that's how evolution works. Nobody can be right all the time. It just doesn't work like that. Plus, vulnerability and honesty is power. You see, love, vulnerability is power. It takes more power to love and be vulnerable and admit when you're wrong than it does to kind of use your ego and not admit you're wrong, and then punish yourself mentally for it, and you'll have this weight on your shoulders, which is not good either, which is what most people on the planet are doing, okay? So the basis of this video, guys, is just if you're feeling like you're going too far, just devolve yourself, okay? Go out and get drunk or something. Do something you don't normally do. Even turn on the telly and watch the news for a bit. Let that lower your vibrational frequency. Watch some old movies, okay? Watch normal TV even. Like, although I've said in previous videos, this is ridiculous what's on normal terrestrial television and the social media, what they're putting out here, okay? But sometimes it might be necessary just to go to that sometimes and just watch it, just to bring you back down when you're going too far, to keep you sane and keep you alive, okay, in this reality without going insane, without going too far, and becoming that insane genius, okay, which is not a very good thing to do, because although we're on an awakening journey and the more you know, the more power you get, sometimes you become you get too much information, and you have to really bring yourself down, because if you don't, you'll start to go insane. You'll start to feel extremely alone in the world, like nobody understands you, and you'll basically not handle it too good, you see, guys. And this has happened to me many times, and I just want to bring this information to you guys to help you if you're going through this experience as well. So yeah, everything has its place in time and space. Let us know what you think about that, guys. Okay, leave your comments. Please like this video as well. Pass it on to anyone who you think might help them if they're going a bit too far. And you're not alone. See you guys in the next video.